welcome back to Cat Tales. I haven't been on YouTube in quite a while, and I know I don't have many videos at all on YouTube, but I wanted to make one now. I've been thinking about something I want to start, which is like a series on using cheap art supplies, but like doing quick paintings, not really anything extensive. So I'm thinking just doodling, you know, nothing, not like a huge illustration or anything, just a picture, just following some directions, making random things. And today I'm gonna draw a cactus, because why not? Also, what I also want to do is that I'll make this a speed paint, maybe, but also do voiceovers for it, because right now I probably have a lot of sound going on in the background. Sometimes my neighbors can be very noisy. So yeah, I'll be doing that. I hope you enjoy the series, and I'll just be having my breakfast as I do them. I also apologize for the sound of my voice. I have a bit of a cold, so my voice might sound a little different than my previous videos, but it's fine, just don't worry about it. And I hope that you also don't mind the camera angle. I'm using my laptop to record because I don't feel like setting up my camera or my phone. It's just, I have a very weird space set up right now. Gotta work with what you got, I guess. So, today I'm making a cactus. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so here you see I've started the speed paint. What I've decided to do was I decided to just draw a little template on there first. I know the book that I'm using says that it's a book for painting without pre-drawing, but I'm not used to drawing cactuses, so I just decided why not? I'm just gonna do it. So I did the pre-drawing and I lightened it with my kneaded eraser so I could just barely see it, and just so it didn't show up through the paint. Now I'm swatching all of the greens to choose which one I like the best. I chose the brighter, more natural looking green on the far right, and I just used that one only for the base color. And here, all I'm doing is like laying the stripes for the individual sections of the cactus, rounding out the bottoms and the tops of them. It's a little bit weird and misshapen, but I think it's okay. It's just a weird cactus. At the bottom, I just connected those two sections to make it look a little more organic. And here are the side cactus bits. I'm not exactly sure what they are or what they're called, but I did those. And now I'm starting on the small one. As you can see, I did the same process for this one. I made the first little section too big on the top, and so all of the other sections have to follow that kind of shape or whatever's left in that space. So you can see me trying to fix the shape that I've made and having too much water in each section by kind of lifting it with my brush a bit. I just use a clean brush and just dry it a little bit so it can soak up some of the excess water. And here I knew that there was going to be some bloom after this dried because I used some wet water, not wet water, I used some water to, you know, loosen that harsh edge on the bottom of the cactus. But I think it turned out all right in the end. Here I'm going and finishing the little hanging off bits of the cactus, little arms of the cactus. And I think next I will start working on the pot. So here I'll be swatching like different shades of brown or terracotta, orange, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what any of these paints are named because it's just a really cheap palette. I went with kind of similar brownish terracotta colors, but the first cactus pot is more orangish and brighter than the second one will be. The second one is a darker, kind of more brown color. And as I painted this, I left a little bit of space between the top of the pot and the next section of the pot to give it a little bit more contrast, just for the composition. And it added like some shadow, kind of. I ended up changing that later and covering it up a little bit because I didn't really like how it just left a little too much white. Though maybe in another painting I will fix that. And here's the brown. I follow the same process that I used for the first pot, drawing the top and then leaving a little bit of space and then drawing the bottom section. This brown one seemed to pool a lot differently than the orange brown that I used. It didn't really do anything like bad. It just doesn't act the way the other one does, which I found very strange, but it was okay, I guess. What I should have done, instead of covering up this, the highlight with more brown, I probably should have blended it out with some water so it would be just a lighter texture of the same color of the pot. I will hopefully learn from my mistakes later. But here I'm just swatching the colors to see which color I want to make the flower, the cactus flower on the top to be. I know I didn't show you the picture of the cactus in the book, but I'm not really, I'm not really trying to follow the book exactly. I just wanted to paint the picture. I know you couldn't see that, I'm sorry, but I'm just making it a little bit bigger. I should have probably left it at like 3 petals. I like the 3 petals a lot. It gave it a lot of like sass, I think. Maybe sass isn't the word, but like it just kind of looked a little cuter, I think. As I painted this one, it's the same red as the first cactus, but it just turns out a lot darker because I saturated my brush a little bit more with the paint. And I intended to do that because I wanted both of the cactuses to look a little bit different. But as I was thinking about this red, I'm just like, am I drawing or painting a chicken cactus? It just reminded me of a chicken, and I almost turned it into a chicken cactus. I was really tempted. Here you can see me trying to do the little prickles. I've never drawn prickles on a cactus before, so it looks really bad. Maybe with practice I'll get better at it, but I don't know how many times I'm going to be drawing a cactus, so we'll see. The first cactus's prickles turned out a lot better than the second one. For the second cactus, I actually didn't wait long enough for it to dry, so the cactus prickles turned out really smudged. So I just gave up after a while. I fixed it as much as I could in the beginning, and then I just kind of thought, whatever, this isn't meant to be like a perfect painting. It's just meant to be a quick one, just to see what I want to do, or maybe get an idea of how to draw a cactus. It's not necessary to like be perfect at it the first time, obviously. That's what practice is for. But I always liked cactuses. I don't know why I never drew a cactus before. It's a nice succulent. I think it's a succulent. Yeah, it is. But yeah, the prickles on this one turned out a lot better. Wait, is it called a prickle? Or are they needles? They're needles, right? Whatever. Prickles. Maybe I put too many, but it looks okay. And here I'm starting on the second one, and you'll see how the middle of the cactus is not dry yet, and so they kind of blend out. I tried to fix it with some water and just kind of make it into like a shadow or just another different color on the cactus base. And it kind of works a little bit, except it moves the lighter green under it a little bit too much. So it kind of lifts as well, and I didn't really like the result afterwards. It still wasn't dry the second time I tried to draw the prickles, but yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. And I just paused for a moment. I'm eating. Okay, so now I've gotten my other brush and I'm just doing some wet on wet because I'm gonna draw a sky. I don't know why it's outside. They're potted plants. I mean, I guess it's okay to put these outside. They're pretty big cactuses, I guess. I need to stop creating lore for these cactuses. But anyway, they are outside, and so I decided to draw a pretty little sky. And it's here where I remember that I didn't clip my pages down for my notebook, and now all of this, the page is going to buckle, and so the page was buckled now, and it's going to be really annoying later on. But you know, again, not supposed to be perfect. It's just practicing techniques. So later on, I put another layer of sky on top. I think I should have left it where it was. I think I just overdid it. Here you see me redoing the plant pots. Okay guys, so we ran into a little bit of a snafu. The last part, the very last part of the video didn't record, and so you didn't see me finishing the painting. And what I was going to say was that after I put the brown on top of the highlights, I realized that maybe I should have just used water to blend it out in the beginning, like I said originally. And then after I did that, I painted like a floor or a ground texture just using pink, and I finished the painting. I put a little bit more blue for the sky, and that was it. I'm sorry you don't see that footage, but I can show you the image now. I finally put clips on my paper for the next page, but this is the final product, the finished illustration. I hope you like it. As you can see, the little cactus is still really blurry, but it's still okay. I like it. Sorry the lighting's weird. But I really enjoyed painting this, and it looks so cute now. I'm really happy about this. I hope you enjoyed watching this and like hearing me talk about the process. I know it's very simple, and I know it's not really difficult, but I think it's nice to know that like even with like very cheap supplies, you can make something pretty neat, I guess, without trying too hard. It's not too difficult. And like with books like this, you can, you know, just follow along with the steps. And for me, I literally just followed along with the steps. Sorry, I hid a little bit. Because it's in Chinese. So all I can really do is follow the steps. I don't know Chinese, even though I live in Taiwan. I just looked at the pictures and followed what they did, because it seems pretty simple, pretty good, a pretty easy book to follow along with, just based on pictures. So that's one of the reasons why I actually bought it, because it's not too difficult to follow along. Yeah, the book is called Everyday Watercolor: Painting Watercolor Without Pre-Drawing. Even though I did a pre-drawing, because yeah, I wanted to draw it properly. Maybe next time, no pre-drawing. So I actually recommend this book. I like doing little designs that are inside it. Maybe next time I'll do, I don't know, maybe a little corgi, or I don't know. There's so many cute things in here. There's like a dream catcher. I actually really like this idea. I kind of want to do this one. It's very cute. But I'll do another one from this book next time as well, because it's easy to follow step by step, and yeah, I enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and I'm sorry again for the weird camera angles and everything else and all the mistakes and mishaps that happened during editing and painting, whatever. But I hope you enjoyed it a lot, and I hope to see you next time. Oh, before I go, just to let you know, there are some drawbacks to using cheap watercolors or just cheap painting supplies in general, and one of them is that already, and you can't really see it very well, my paint is chipping. It's chipping. Yeah, so don't expect this to last for a very long time. Sorry, I was cleaning my keyboard. Yeah, it's gonna do some weird things. So it's just for practice. Don't worry about, oh, my mic. Don't worry about it being perfect, because maybe it won't last a very long time. This is just for like, I can't say what I want to say, but it's for kicks and giggles. But yeah, I think this is good practice. Just do it. Just do something. Alright guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all of that jazz, because I would really like to know what you guys want to see from me. I'm gonna try my best to make some more consistent video posts on my channel, because I miss doing it. I really enjoy doing these videos, and I just want to see you guys enjoying it too. So just let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see more of this kind of content? Speed drawings, voiceovers, doing simple things, or do you want to see like full paintings or something? I have a lot of different art mediums to choose from. I have watercolor pans, tube watercolors, liquid watercolors, watercolor pencils. I have acrylics. I have ink pencils, and I have inks, and I have gouache, and I have too many things. So just, oh, I have Copic markers too, but I don't really know how to use them very well yet, but we'll see. Just let me know what you want to see. If there's something that is interesting to you that you think I can probably try, keep in mind that I'm still a beginner artist. Let me see if I can try it, you know? Send me a request. Whatever, I'll do it. Cool beans. Alright guys, see you another time. Bye for meow. Y'all, please don't come for my hair. I know it's a mess. This is an old twist out, and I don't have it in me to do anything about it right now. It's just flopping. It's just flopping right now. Just leave it alone. It'll be different next time. Yeah, don't look at the kitchen. Don't look over here. It's don't judge me.